It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Law enforcement is under attack in our very own United States of America. With everything that's happening, your friends at WCYO thinks it's time to say thank you to local law enforcement and first responders and show them how much we recognize and appreciate all they do. WCYO supports men and women of law enforcement and is announcing the LEAD initiative. LEAD, that's Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. On Friday, August 14th, a day to show our respect and appreciation to those whose job is to protect our community by fighting and preventing crime, as well as maintaining law and order. Law enforcement keeps the streets of our community safe, improves the overall quality of life of citizens, and cares about making it better. Please join us in the LEAD, Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, by doing something today to show appreciation for our local members of law enforcement and our first responders. The LEAD Initiative, proudly sponsored by 100.7, The Coyote.
Good afternoon on a rainy Monday. We're glad to have you along with us for your daily community briefing. Today we've got an update from the Governor, Andy Beshear, on the high number of cases reported from over the weekend, plus county totals for Madison, Estill, and Laurel counties. Speaking of the Governor, we have an interesting piece of information about a current phone call taking place with the Governor. As we take the air, we'll tell you what's going on there. John Clark, the head football coach at Madison Southern, will talk to us about the challenges of the pandemic as he preps his team for the upcoming season. And we'll tell you when the state or where the state of Kentucky ranks in the U.S. Census percentage of households who have filled out the 2020 census, and an interesting new twist to the Kentucky state map, and an update from the KSP fundraiser for Special Olympics, which took place a couple of weeks ago. All that and more coming your way now on your daily community briefing. I'm Michael Watkins. Our newscast today is brought to you by Bishop Small Engine Repair, your home for all the best outdoor power equipment like Cub Cadet. Check out their curbside shopping on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We're also brought to you by Scrubsies, a scrub and embroidery retail store at 519 Hampton Way in Richmond, taking care of the ones who take care of us with scrubs for men, women, shoes, and more. Like them on Facebook for more information. And we're also brought to you by Davis & Powell Funeral Home. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea has the best aftercare in the business with every detail that counts. Remember, Davis & Powell Funeral Home. Well, Governor Andy Beshear on Sunday updated Kentuckians on the state's continuing efforts to fight the coronavirus. Some good news and some bad news in today's COVID-19 report, the governor said. In good news, we're ending the week with about 330 fewer cases than we had last week. That's directly attributable to people wearing their facial coverings or mask. Please keep it up. Wear them even more, especially when you're inside. On the bad side, our positivity rate, which won't be official until tomorrow for this week, will be higher, meaning that the virus continues to spread aggressively. As of 3 p.m. on August 9th, Governor Beshear said there were almost 35,000 coronavirus cases in Kentucky, 425 of which were newly reported Sunday. 9 of the newly reported cases were from children age 5 and younger. Jefferson, Fayette, Pulaski, Taylor, Hardin, Casey, Warren, Wayne, and us here in Madison County were all reported to have had 10 or more new cases over the weekend. Unfortunately, Governor Beshear reported 1 new death Sunday, raising the total to 773 total statewide deaths related to the virus, and the death reported Sunday was a 71-year-old man from Pulaski County. Speaking of the governor, he is currently on a call with superintendents statewide to discuss schools reopening in the state. That call was set to begin around 3 p.m. today, and last week, Madison County officially set their return to school for August 26th, but the school has given 3 options on a return to class. Those options include in-person learning, interactive learning distantly, or independent distance learning, with the details available online for all 3 options. However, as we await to hear the outcome of the governor interview and the governor phone call with all the superintendents, we could see that the governor could potentially push back the start date or have schools begin the year with virtual learning only. Stay with WBON TV as we give you the details as soon as they are released at the conclusion of that meeting. As we look at the county totals, Madison County had 60 new cases. This is coming back from August the 7th. So on Friday, they had 60 new cases, which is almost 3 times the previous high total for the county. The good news of the 686 total cases, more than half, 378, have already recovered from the virus. And one number we continued to see was that there were 2 hospitalizations. Well, of the 307 active cases, only 1 is in the hospital right now. 306 of the active cases are at home fighting the virus, and we continue to only see a number of 1 in the death tally over there on the Madison County Health Department page. Again, the 60 new cases from Friday brought the total up to 686. We have yet to see a post today from the Madison County Health Department to let us know the total from over the weekend. Over in Estill County, over in the Estill County Health Department in Irvin, they have confirmed 6 new cases from over the weekend, which brought the county total up to 33. Of the 33 total cases, 9 have recovered, and there are 24 active cases in the county. They have tested 1,439 people, and although there are 33 active cases and all those tests performed, there is still 2 pending results over there in Estill County. Out of Laurel County, they are reporting 5 newly confirmed cases, 2 of which were hospitalized. Those cases include an 80-year-old male, which is hospitalized, and a 28-year-old male, which is also hospitalized. The 3 of the newly 5 confirmed cases that are fighting the virus at home are a 54-year-old male, a 66-year-old female, and a 62-year-old female. Laurel County has now a total of 417 total cases. They have performed now over 10,000 total tests to the coronavirus, and you can get a total update from the Laurel County Health Department over there on their Facebook page. Well, as of now, even though we've seen college football, the Big Ten Conference announced they have canceled the fall football season. As of now, plans are still in place to have a delayed football season for Kentucky high schools. However, coaches all across the state are experiencing unique challenges that they have not had to face before. Many athletic programs are short-staffed, and evolving guidelines are introducing additional hurdles when it comes to practice sessions. The head coach of the Madison Southern Eagles football team is John Clark, and I spoke to him last week about some of these issues and how it's impacted his preseason. Here's the head coach of the Eagles, John Clark. What is the most challenging part of all this as a head coach?
Planning and overseeing everything. So obviously this is my football team. I'm responsible for my staff and my players. I can't individually check in every kid. I can't individually be at every pod. I'm also coordinating the offense again this year. I'm working with quarterbacks and line. So having coaching responsibilities and just really having to let go and trust that those things are being done the right way, which my staff has done a fantastic job of being detailed about the procedures of the check-in, making sure we're cleaning equipment. That's really the hardest thing. Is I've probably been overly cautious, when they said, hey, you can touch this. Well, we didn't touch that right away, because I'm thinking from a parent perspective, how do I feel about this? I have a son in the program. We just need to be, to me, if we're on the cautious side of things, we're talking high school kids, we're talking high school sports. Football is not the most important thing going on in the world right now. And I don't want it, and I'm not going to pretend with our team even like it is. Is it important? Yes. Is it the center of the world right now? It's not, and it shouldn't be. So finding a balance with all that. The other thing is the guidelines change like that. Yeah. Well, if they change today, I've got to be ready for Monday. So last weekend I spent 12 to 15 hours doing football stuff for, we know now we can have an hour of this, and this. What can we do in this hour? Just trying to map out. One thing we're running into, I've got 40 kids going in the morning. Well, starting this next week, all my coaches go back to teaching. So we can't have a morning group anymore. So now I'm going to have 80 in the evenings that I have to do in separate pods and rotate. And it's with your coaching staff numbers, how are we going to do all this? So the planning, mapping out to the detail has been pretty wild, actually. I think we've done a fantastic job. My staff's been really flexible with us. They've all been really good about it, and that helps when you have guys that are doing the right things.
Well, you talked about the schedule. Now that you can have a 9-game schedule, and you're getting teams hitting you up for games. Talk about what your schedule does look like right now.
Good. So, we lost with the transition. We lost our opener at the Roy Kidd Bowl, and then we lost the Southwestern game, and then we lost Central. Central and us moved our game to November 6th, which Mark and I hit each other up right away to make that happen, which was great. That's the game that we all want to play. That's the most important game. If that's, we joked about it this summer. If there's only a chance to play once, that needs to be the game we play. Or if they cancel the season, maybe the district would say, hey, what if you guys just played each other 3 or 4 times? For the kids, for the community. So we're really glad that one's still going to go on. We have an open date still, October 23rd. We're in negotiations with a couple of teams. And it's not as easy as just, hey, somebody's got an opening, let's play them. We're not trying to travel 3 hours. We got to think about cost of buses. We've got to think about kids. You got to think about the health stuff. It's not as simple as just picking up a game nowadays. So this has been different, trying to find a close opponent. So we're at 8 games right now with a bye. We will fill that bye if we can. If we can't, we're not going to stress it, but we're going to try to.
Thanks, Coach, for that interview. And to catch the full interview with Coach Clark as we discuss the Madison Central game into more depth and other details about the upcoming season, you can check that out on the sports show tonight beginning at 6 o'clock right here on the stations of Rolling for Broadcasting and on the WBON TV Facebook and YouTube live feeds. It's now time for our first commercial break. When we come back, we've got more to get to, including where Kentucky ranks on the state rankings for the U.S. Census. All that and more coming up next on your daily community briefing here on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Gillum Sports Lounge is known for a place to gather to watch sports. They are back open, but are still asking customers to practice social distancing and to wear a mask upon entering the restaurant. Jeff and the staff are making sure that the inside is cleaned and sanitized, and they still offer the same great food and service that has made Gillum's what they are for almost 30 years. If you're still staying safe at home, Gillum still has curbside service or delivery through Colonel Delivery. Place your order now at GillumSportsLounge.com.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today. With no payments for 6 months and low rates, there's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
Chenault Vineyard is excited to announce they are back open. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the winery had to cancel their season opening and so much more. They are back open and ready to serve you locally grown wine. Take advantage of their wine tastings. Schedule a winery tour. And Chenault Vineyard can offer lunch or dinner if you schedule an appointment in advance. Don't forget you can still order your wine online at ChenaultVineyards.com. And for more information about upcoming events at the Vineyard, like them on Facebook or follow them on Instagram.
The Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become a part of our community.
The Habitat Restores of Clark and Madison County are back open and accepting donations at both locations. The donations help to build homes for someone in need in your community. If you'd like to schedule a pickup, just contact the store closest to you. Donate, shop, or volunteer with the Habitat for Humanity of Clark and Madison County.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
It's here, a place to get scrubs in Richmond without having to make the drive out of town. Scrubs is a scrub and embroidery retail store at 519 Hampton Way, Suite 2 in Richmond, with brands like Grey's Anatomy, Cherokee, Skechers, and the very popular Healing Hands brand. Scrubsies also has scrubs for men. They have shoes, and they can also embroider your scrubs with your name or company. Nurses have been at the forefront of the coronavirus pandemic, and Scrubsies wants to help take care of the ones who take care of us. Like them on Facebook for more information. We are back on your daily community briefing. Glad to have you along with us as we kick off another work week. We're brought to you by Davis and Powell Funeral Home. Davis and Powell Funeral Home in Berea has the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis and Powell Funeral Home. We're also brought to you by Affordable Service Solutions. Heating and air when your AC stops cooling. Call Brian with Affordable Service Solutions at 859-779-0122. And Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue, right down the road from us here at the station. Bluegrass Marble and Granite can take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. Well, according to the Census Bureau's online map that tracks the nation's participation in the census, more than 93 million households, or 63.2%, have already responded online by phone or by mail. Census taker visits are soon to begin as the Bureau tries to encourage citizens to get their information in by responding online at 2020census.gov or by phone. You can also respond by mail using the paper questionnaire that was mailed out in April to most non-responding addresses. Households can continue to respond on their own until these census taker visits conclude on October 31st. Currently, Minnesota sits at the top of the response rankings with a 72.4% having filled out their census information. Wisconsin is second, followed by Nebraska in third, while Washington, Michigan, and Iowa are all tied for fourth at 68.9% responded. Kentucky comes in at number 18 with a response rate of 66%, and with 1.4 million households reporting. Although the state of Kentucky is ranked 18th, 5 Kentucky cities are ranked in the top 10 in the census response rate. Broeck Point, Kentucky is fourth with a 92.8% response rate, and the cities of Fox Chase, Lincolnshire, Strathmore Manor, and River Bluff, Kentucky, all of those cities are in the top 10 as well. Well, Kentucky's rich and varied musical heritage is now being highlighted and celebrated in the 2020-2021 official highway map of the Bluegrass State. Music is part of life in Kentucky and crosses many genres, Governor Andy Beshear said. By the same token, our official highway map is much more than a display of route lines and numbers. It symbolizes connection to the things and places that matter most to us. The official highway map of Kentucky has been a trusted navigation aid for motorists since first published by the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet in 1929. It has evolved over the years to include information that affords travelers a glimpse of what Kentucky has to offer in recreation, history, food, adventure, and the arts. That includes a culture of music traceable along specific routes, such as the US 23 Country Music Highway, linking birthplaces of such stars as Loretta Lynn, Dwight Yoakam, Patty Loveless, Ricky Skaggs, Tyler Childers, and more. As the new map aptly states, Kentucky's musical journey travels many roads. To assist motorists in the state's highly traveled urban areas, 15 unset maps detail downtown and Greater Louisville, downtown and Greater Lexington, Bowling Green, Owensboro, Henderson, Hopkinsville, Paducah, Elizabethtown, Northern Kentucky, downtown Covington and Newport, downtown Frankfort, and Richmond and Berea. Local tourism centers, welcome centers, and state parks often serve as our first opportunity to interact with travelers and connect them to the adventures that Kentucky tourism has to offer, said Tourism, Arts, and Heritage Cabinet Secretary Mike Berry. The Kentucky Highway Map has a long history of merging transportation and tourism together to help navigate travelers directly to tourism attractions across the Commonwealth. Kentucky's 2020-2021 official highway map is available at welcome centers, rest areas, local convention and tourism offices, and all Kentucky state parks. Orders of up to 10 printed maps can be made online. However, requesters should expect a delay in shipment due to the pandemic. Well, Jackson County officials were notified of an accident Saturday evening involving a vehicle and pedestrian which occurred along Kentucky Highway 421 north of Sand Gap. According to officials, Richard Jones was walking along the highway when he was accidentally struck by a vehicle. The driver of the vehicle stayed with Jones until authorities arrived to the scene. The investigation is closed, and no charges have been brought against the driver as the incident was declared an accident, according to the Jackson County coroner. It's now time for our second commercial break. When we come back, we've got lots more to get to, folks, so stay tuned to that. We'll be back on your daily community briefing on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON-TV Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Gillum Sports Lounge is known for a place to gather to watch sports. They are back open, but are still asking customers to practice social distancing and to wear a mask upon entering the restaurant. Jeff and the staff are making sure that the inside is cleaned and sanitized, and they still offer the same great food and service that has made Gillum's what they are for almost 30 years. If you're still staying safe at home, Gillum still has curbside service or delivery through Colonel Delivery. Place your order now at GillumSportsLounge.com.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today. With no payments for 6 months and low rates, there's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
Chenault Vineyard is excited to announce they are back open. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the winery had to cancel their season opening and so much more. They are back open and ready to serve you locally grown wine. Take advantage of their wine tastings. Schedule a winery tour. And Chenault Vineyard can offer lunch or dinner if you schedule an appointment in advance. Don't forget you can still order your wine online at ChenaultVineyards.com. And for more information about upcoming events at the Vineyard, like them on Facebook or follow them on Instagram.
The Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies are focused on providing the best care possible for the people of Estill County. Our care for our patients and our community is what sets us apart. With society's fast pace, we want to make sure you leave with the information you need about your medications. With the knowledge and experience of John, Ryan, and Janet, you are guaranteed excellent service, whether you're in the store or pulling through the drive-thru. Taking care of the people of Estill County is our #1 priority. So stop in or give us a call to become a part of our community.
The Habitat Restores of Clark and Madison County are back open and accepting donations at both locations. The donations help to build homes for someone in need in your community. If you'd like to schedule a pickup, just contact the store closest to you. Donate, shop, or volunteer with the Habitat for Humanity of Clark and Madison County.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
It's here, a place to get scrubs in Richmond without having to make the drive out of town. Scrubs is a scrub and embroidery retail store at 519 Hampton Way, Suite 2 in Richmond, with brands like Grey's Anatomy, Cherokee, Skechers, and the very popular Healing Hands brand. Scrubsies also has scrubs for men. They have shoes, and they can also embroider your scrubs with your name or company. Nurses have been at the forefront of the coronavirus pandemic, and Scrubsies wants to help take care of the ones who take care of us. Like them on Facebook for more information.
Daily community briefing. We are live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON-TV Channel 9. Our producers today, Jaden Johnson on the radio side and Gage Hill on the WBON side of things. And that complete weather forecast up on the WBON-TV Facebook and YouTube pages and on the WBONTV.com website. Folks, keep that umbrella close by as you go throughout the week. This week, It's already been raining here in Madison and other surrounding counties, and that will be the theme for this week. Emergency officials in Whitley County issued a golden alert for a missing elderly man early Monday morning. A 63-year-old Matthew Nichols was last seen around 8 p.m. when he walked off from his residence at 90 Underwood Cemetery Road in Rockholds. Deputies say that Nichols has dementia and requires various medications. He is 5'9", 171 pounds, medium build, fair complexion, gray hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing an olive green T-shirt, blue jeans, and brown hiking boots. If you have any information regarding his whereabouts, you are asked to contact Whitley County Dispatch at 606-549-6017. Well, following the discovery of a deceased male subject along the Kentucky 552 railroad tracks intersection Saturday afternoon, Laurel County officials opened a death investigation. Investigators from the Laurel County Sheriff's Office reported that 38-year-old Brandon North was apparently struck by a train and was pronounced dead at the scene. An autopsy was conducted on North's body in Frankfort yesterday, where the release of final results are being awaited. Well, U.S. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell announced last week that 9 Kentucky fire departments received a total of $76,852 to protect the health and safety of both the public and first responders through the purchase of the PPE and other coronavirus-related supplies. The federal funding distributed by the Federal Emergency Management Agency was made available by the CARES Act that Senator Mitch McConnell introduced back earlier this year. It became the largest economic rescue package in American history and led to its enactment in about a week. Every day, Kentucky first responders put themselves in harm's way to protect our communities. The COVID-19 pandemic has only made their work more dangerous. The CARES Act is delivering crucial funds as they adapt to this crisis and continue their life-saving work, said Senator McConnell. And in a news release, the Kentucky State Police raises over $16,000 for Special Olympics. The first KSB Cover the Cruiser event is in the books and raised $16,206.16 to support the Special Olympics of Kentucky. KSP posts across the state park their cruisers at designated locations and encourage the public to cover their cruisers with custom Special Olympics of Kentucky stickers. A minimum donation of $1 was requested to place a sticker on the cruiser, but Kentuckians donated more than the minimum. The Cover the Cruiser campaign was developed when the Special Olympics law enforcement torch run was canceled due to the pandemic. Each year, the torch run escorts the Special Olympics Flame of Hope to kick off the Kentucky State Summer Games in Richmond. State troopers, in conjunction with the national law enforcement agencies throughout the U.S., participate to raise awareness and funding for Special Olympics programs. The fundraiser developed into a friendly competition among Kentucky State Police posts. For this inaugural event, the London Post took the top honors with a total of $2,577.94 raised. Trooper Scotty Pennington organized the Post fundraiser and battled heavy rain on the date of his event. Special Olympics is the world's largest program of sports training and competition for children and adults with intellectual disabilities. The organization has been serving the needs of our athletes and their families since 1970 and welcomes over 11,000 athletes into the state. That will do it for us today. We appreciate you being with us, as we told you earlier. As we took the air for the newscast at 3 p.m., Governor Andy Beshear was set to be on a phone call with the state superintendents all over the state of Kentucky. When we get the details of that, we will let you know over on the WBON TV website and on the WBON TV Facebook page, so stay tuned for that as that information becomes available. For all of us here, stay safe, have a great Monday. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow at 3 p.m. on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV Channel 9.